Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how you can create your job posts with Rapha. First off, we have a very nice tool. If you are a user of ChatGPT, you can click here and we have this custom bot who can help you create the jobs for any role you are looking for. So here I'm going to create a very generic one, but you can give as many details as you want and it's going to give you everything you need, and you can have an interactive conversation with that to update this role to fit what you are looking for. So in this case, I'm just looking for a software engineer who knows React, Postgre, and Node. So they suggested this job, suggested the compensation for this role, and let's go ahead and create it. In this one, you can update the role whatever way you like. You can ask it to update it for you and keep giving feedback. And this is the part that is most unique here on this application. You can record like what it's like to work as the senior full stack engineer on your team, what is going to be the benefits, how is the work balance is like there, like what technologies you guys use and what you value the most. So the candidates can listen directly from you what is going to be like to join the company. Um, on this part, you can choose like some standard fields that the candidate's going to be asked to fill in with text. Maybe you can make some of them optional, and you can make some of them required, or even turn it off. Like for instance, if you don't want to have a picture upload for whatever reason, you can make it optional. If you require LinkedIn, you can make it required, and you can also add many types of custom fields. You can add single choice, links, long answers, short answers. You can really customize the application form whatever way you like. Next step, benefits. As you see, the benefits, this one is the default one that you got in your job description. You could remove it, change it, you can add other stuff. And here the compensation, it's optional too, you don't need to add it, but let's say that I add this one and move on. So by default, your jobs created are visible on everybody who is within your Rapha organization. But you allow it to create custom hiring teams for different groups of people that want to focus just on one role. So this is the page where you will do that. Next one is the pipelines. This is the stages that your candidate moves within the application process. You can create your own pipeline, which like what happens to the candidate from when they are searched or applied to all the steps they go through until they are hired. Or you can select one of the standard ones. Let's say I'm going to use this one here for engineering. So which this means is like if the candidate apply, they start here. Then they do a technical assessment. Maybe they do a on-site. They get an offer and they are hired if everything goes through. This is the nicest part. Like you can have like audio questions. This was what the recruiter would ask the candidate on a call, on the first call. So you can skip the first call completely using Rapha. You can get the relevant questions that the recruiter would ask this candidate. For instance, that was about a full stack project that you owned end to end. And everybody on the team are going to be able to listen to the candidate answers and evaluate and make their decision about it. So it gives the candidate the tools to create like a single source of narrative that everybody can have an agreement upon, instead of getting on a telephone game where like one is telling the same story to another and a lot get lost in the way. So let me create just a couple of those questions. And all those questions, they get into your question bank. So you are free to reuse them later on other jobs or change whatever way you like. So here, let's say you can choose, tell me about yourself, project you are most proud of, and maybe the tell me about yourself is not relevant for this one. So you can just remove it and have just the important questions. And the idea here is that like you should try to focus on like 1 to 3 questions, so like the application doesn't get too long and you get enough signal without being too much of a drag for listening or answering from the candidate side. Um, then this is the last step. You can review everything you added. You can go back to the steps that you passed in before to change it if you need to. If everything looks good, you can publish your job. Now with this, you get this link that you can use to post your job on any website that you'd like. So candidates can now apply to it. And another nice thing is that this is going to be promoted for you automatically on app.withrafa/jobs. So as you can see, it's all here. The candidates can already find your role, they can apply. And the next steps, I'm going to show the candidate side how things work there.